Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hey viewers, today I have Adarsh with me. So he's a IP University graduate in BBA and currently pursuing his MBA from Great Lakes. So today he will be sharing his scoop with all of us. So hi Adarsh, how are you?
I'm good, Vishesh. Thank you so much for having. How about you?
All good here. So how is lockdown treating you, Adarsh?
To be pretty fair, I actually it was confusing beginning, but now it's just busy because now that you settle into the new norm, you just have workload coming up. So there's that.
Correct. So I'm sure the college has also adapted with the online system of teaching students.
Absolutely. I mean, it started off in mid March, I guess, and the college and the students both had enough time to gel up for the interface and get done. And we are actually now settled into the process. In terms of the value addition, also, it's more or less on the same grounds now, the offline and online classes. So that's good.
Awesome. So, Adarsh, can you take the viewers through your profile in brief?
Right. So I belong to a defense background, and because of which I had a diverse schooling benefit in terms of the places I visited. I had a proclivity towards performing arts, to which end I pursued it for 6 years, earning myself a diploma in it. Coming from a more disciplined background, we had a proclivity towards sports in the family. So I pursued that at the nationals level for CBSC lawn tennis and KV badminton. During the classes of 9 to 12th, I focused more on the interpersonal skill set that would be debating and elocution. And I was fortunate enough that my school provided me with platforms of status of international and national debates, and I was quite fortunate to have won a few. Coming to my graduation, I had done it under the discipline of business management, post which I had a corporate experience of brief 13 months in the primary research specific to market research prior joining to Great Lakes. So that's the academic profile that I have been following since.
Okay, great. And I'm sure this extracurricular activities would have helped you a lot or is helping you a lot in doing MBA or getting contacts for corporates.
Absolutely, because more or less when we start as a fresher in the college, we all have the same platter in terms of the recruiter's eyes. So all of these small things, irrespective of which domain, they kind of become an accolade for you to speak about and then show your utility in terms of how they can use. So bits and pieces of it in various nuances I understood while I was sitting in the corporate interviews. But yeah, absolutely what you are saying makes sense in that aspect.
Great. Acha, Adarsh, when did you thought of doing an MBA? While you were pursuing your graduation or while you started working?
So I always wanted to test the waters before I wanted to pick the stream I wanted to go into an MBA for. So I chose market research specifically so that I get to know which are the streams which are in the industry prevalent right now within the Indian domain. And that was in the year, I guess, 2017 to 18. And within that 1 year in the profile of primary researcher, I had worked on various projects, whether it was energy or it was education. So that gave me a brief about the skill set that I had acquired over my teenage age, along with my work experience of 13 months. So it gave me that understanding of which area of stream would I be pursuing for the rest of my life. So my MBA was more towards a marketing gamut because I already had worked in a certain aspect of it, and I knew that my skill set allowed me to exploit it in terms of how
Correct.
I could grow in that. So that it was more of an informed decision after testing the waters of the employee game in India.
Okay, nice. So, which all entrances did you appear for?
So I appeared only for a handful of them: CAT, ZAT, and NMAT. Mathematics and numbers are not my strongest suit, so it was something. So most of the entrances that I was able to clear were based on my profiles because I had a diverse profile, because of which I was able to get a shot at the interviews. And once at the
Correct.
interviews, it's a knowledge bank that makes you convert, at that point of time. So that worked out pretty well.
Nice. So, while you were preparing for this MBA entrance, and when you saw that there are three subjects and one among them is quants, and you
Hmm.
are not that pretty good, so what came into your mind as far the strategy is concerned that you have to go into MBA, you have to get that percentile. So, what
Hmm.
strategy that you used in cracking this particular institute?
Um, to be very honest, it was not the percentile that I was targeting because I always knew my drawbacks in terms of what I could achieve. So while giving the mocks, I knew that my percentile ranged around a certain range when I was giving those mocks. So that gave me a brief idea as to which kind of colleges I could target. Now, once I had a fair idea about that, so I had taken a drop after I had worked for a year, and that drop gave me an idea as to if I'm going to a certain level of college, then the amount of resources that college provides me and how I have to fit in within those resources to exploit the best in order to make my CV more exploitable for the corporate gamut. So, if I could just state an example for it, so since I knew that I would be going into Great Lakes, joining prior to my first semester, I think my conversation started off my seniors 3 years prior to that. So they told me the kind of events and B school events that you have to participate in order to make your CVs more credible. So during the entire tenure of that first year at my Great Lakes, I made it to 3 national events in B schools and I had secured a position in that. So that sort of process is iterative in the sense that you need to have a long game and it does not happen overnight because most of the people who come to this program either have a skill set or they have some sort of nuance setting in which they are going to shine. You, on the other hand, have to find it out for yourself and then make your space within it. So that's how it all worked out for me.
Correct. So if you can give certain parameters to the aspirants, if suppose there is someone who is also planning to do an MBA, so
Mhm.
can you, as being a senior, so can you give certain parameters on which they can build up?
So one thing which I believe I could have done better is the fact that once you enter the college, the moment your semester starts, the sand clock has been turned. Your time is running out because you do not realize the summer internship program is right at the corner. And people who have that sort of hindsight are making and preparing their CV in an iterative process. So, what I would suggest for the aspiring candidates would be that you need to have a couple of do's and don'ts because an MBA curriculum is so vast that it would let you lose yourself in that program. You will lose your identity. So, what worked out for me, what I did, I made a couple of things that I had to do out of this program within the first year. Which was first, I had to win a couple of events, then I had to be a part of the committee any committee. I had to do a live project under a professor and be in the dean's list. So these are quantifiable little goals that you could set for yourself within the curriculum. Now, what this will do is it will allow you to apply your skill set in individual aspect to gain those. So somehow it worked out for me for those events, might not work out for somebody else, but that somebody else would use their own skill set in order to achieve the same. So the goal
True.
setting, it has to be very common for everybody so that the process of learning, the process of applying yourself is very organic by the end of the first year. So that is what I would suggest.
Okay. Acha, so a bit diverting from the topic. Let's go up a year back when you applied for Great Lakes
Mm.
and you got a call. So what was the second stage process and if you remember any of the questions that were asked to you there?
Right. So the process included first a PI they had asked. So I was applying from Mysore. My dad was posted in Mysore at that point of time. And the process was held in Bangalore. What I loved about the process, what they had called down their professors from the Gurgaon campus down to Bangalore, and the directors of various disciplines like marketing and finance, they were themselves conducting the interviews. So that sort of left me an impact because I remember, so there's this professor, very beloved professor of ours, marketing, Uma Venkatesh sir. I remembered the first time, the first monologue that he spoke for 2 minutes. That was the deciding factor that made me want to join Great Lakes. The process was more or less the same because it had a written assessment round and post which there was a direct PI. The question center were more or less centered around the budget, the economy, and my aspirations from the MBA and what could I bring to the batch as my potential. So that was something which I thought of a unique question from an interview point of view. But in terms of the process, what was different was the fact was the 2 minute monologue which the professor had given, and it had given me all the clarity in terms of choosing the institute at that point of time.
Okay, great. So in addition to Great Lakes, which all other calls did you had?
So I had Bocconi, I had Zyme, I had Sims, I had BIMTech, and I had converted all of them. So I had all the same level of colleges and I had converted most of them. Like I said, the deciding factor was just the pedagogy and the interaction with that. And I just fell in love with how the experience of wanting to learn from that individual is what drove me. And I have never regretted that decision.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. Can you give us certain insights about the college, the specifically the college campus, which only
Hmm.
a student would be knowing about?
Okay, so first of all, when you enter as a fresher, you are not ready for the kind of schedule they're going to put you under for the first 2 weeks. So we have to be mentally prepared for that. But right now it's online, so I guess most of you have been able to shy away from it. But the schedule, they actually make you prepare for the kind of workload that you're supposed to get into the rut of, because that's the corporate prerequisite. In terms of what others don't know about in the curriculum is something which is very unique to us called as Karm Yoga. So it's a part of the first year program wherein students have been mandated to go on weekends in underprivileged communities and work with these schools. So we had consistently over a period of, let's say, 5 to 6 months, curated a sort of system wherein we went to specific communities and schools and rehabilitated the schools within the capacity that our resources allowed. So that happened over a period of 5 to 6 months, after which we were given a choice that you could, continue it, or you could just go ahead with it, because as it is, we had to sacrifice our weekends. To our surprise, most of us actually continued with it, and that is one of the experiences that stuck with me and stuck with most of the people in the batch also. Over and above the practical aspect of the corporate things that they teach us, the responsive aptitude of how you have to react and behave, that is what I learned more at this institute. So that is one thing which a student who is staying and studying there can learn.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So that's it from my side, Others. One last thing, any pro tip for the students that the ones who are preparing for CAT, ZAT, or aspiring for Great Lakes?
Uh, I would just say that if you're preparing for a management program, and if you're preparing for a business program, keep that objective in mind. So a percentile will get you through the door of a campus, but it's not going to let you exploit the capacity of a profile. That sort of thinking has to go before you even start preparing for the CAT exam, because once you start preparing for the CAT exam, there is no going back in terms of which profile, which kind of skill set would you want to hone. So there has to be enough thought process that has to be given into, if you're going for an MBA, yeah, if this is the college that I want to target, why is it this college is it that I want to target, and which is the profile that this college would be able to provide me at the best according to my skill set, that I would be able to function and sustain for the considerable period. Make those 4 5 goals, exploit it, and it's an iterative process. Don't lose yourself in the curriculum. Find bits and pieces of output quantifiable for you, and you'd be able to ace the MBA program as a whole. So that's all that I'd like to say.
True, true, true. So, okay. Thank you so much, Adarsh, for your time, and we wish you luck for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Grace.